Hey Devin, I forgot to put the template in here, so I'm not surprised I don't have your thumbnails, but this is the template that I have that we used last year. It worked out pretty well. There is a front flap, there's a little area for the fold, the back cover, another fold line, the spine is about 1 inch wide, the back cover is about 6 inches, much like the front cover, and then the front flap is here. Okay, so that's kind of the layout of this template. It's not an InDesign yet, but we can do that. So I did get a width of 20.75. I'm going to double check that. So in order to get that from this template, I can just add up these width numbers here. So let's do that. So 3.5 plus 0.375 plus 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 0.375 plus 3.5, 20.75 inches wide. So I'm going to put that here. Oops. Inches wide by, let's see, how tall? 9 inches tall. So 9 inches. That one's pretty straightforward. We do want an 1/8 inch bleed on it. Okay, so if we go into InDesign and set this up, I can get it to load here. We can go ahead and set this document up, and I will show you how to bring in the template and all that and get it set up correctly. Okay, so I'm in InDesign here. If we go to File, New, Document, we can set this up. Let's just go to Print. Want this on inches, obviously. 20.75, I believe. Let me just double check. 20.75 by 9. Tall. We just want 1 page. Doesn't really matter. We can uncheck that, but we're only going to have 1 page, so facing the pages doesn't matter too much. But the bleed matters. We need to put in 0.125, which is an 1/8 inch bleed, which is standard all the way around, top, bottom, left, and right. We don't need to worry about a slug or anything like that, so let's go ahead and push create. So this is the book cover. We haven't added in anything quite yet to it, but we will create a new layer. Layer 1 will be template, so we'll name that. And then we just need to follow that layout of the template that we downloaded. So we need to go from the edge in 3.5 inches. So let's push W on our keyboard. Let's create a line right on the push shift to get a perfect straight line. If I go into Window, Workspace, make sure I'm in Essentials Classic. I think this works a little better for this because it shows us where we're at. I'm going to make this have a stroke of black so I can see it. And the Y coordinates, or the X coordinate, if we move this you can see, but we want that to be on 0. And then we can add plus 3.5. Okay, so that's where the first flap will be. And then we need to do 0.375 from there. So we need to push Option on our keyboard. And let's just stack it up on top at 3.5. I've got my second line here. I pushed Option to copy it. Plus 0.375 return. Okay. And then we need to do Option again, drag out another line, put it back on top of where the original one was. Let's see, let's make sure I know which number that is. I might just Command C to copy that, grab the other line, Command V, paste it. And then let's add on some more numbers here. I can't remember what the next one is. 6 inches. So we'll go in here. plus 6. Okay, and then we are at 9.875 for that, so Command C. I'm actually going to push Option, bring that back out, put that number back in there so I know it's exactly in the right spot, and then I'll add an inch for the spine width. So there's the spine width, and then I believe I can copy paste this 10.875, Command C. I'm going to push Option, drag this out, Command B, make sure it's stacked completely on top, and then I can add 6 to this. Okay, and then we need to do the same process. Command C this X coordinate, just so I have that in my clipboard, push Option, drag out another line, Command V, and then add in 0.375 to get the exact dimensions that we need. So you can see here is our layout. And that's our template layer. This is a little clunky. I mean, I could make these go all the way outside. I don't want to move them around though. It's really easy to move these around. And these do need to be correct. This needs to match what I have here. So if you follow along to this video, you should be able to get it set up correctly. But basically that's how we work from a template that we downloaded online, just using that simple math and adding to the X coordinate in this case. And creating a new layer for the template itself and locking that down. We can always bring down the opacity of the lines, you know, if we want to, just to make it a little easier to work on top of those. I don't know why that's not working. Let's see. Just grab them like this. Bring the opacity down maybe a little bit so they're not so strong, and then lock that layer. And then put your design here. And your design might include, you know, you might have more layers in this. You might have text, imagery, layers. But at least you know where your flaps on your design are. You know where your spine is. So also with the spine, remember you're going to be doing kind of an up and down design. And this is the front cover here. So remember the front cover is here. This is the back cover. This is the front flap design and the back flap design. So that's kind of how you would set up your document. You would save this as, you know, book cover project, file save as book cover project. And that's what you can work from in InDesign moving forward. And I'm going to put a few examples of student work in there as well.